My name is Lucy. I'm pregnant. I'm only 16 years old, and I'm going to have a baby. It all started when I met Joe. We dug each other right away. Joe was out of sight. After I met him, I didn't even look at another boy. He was my guy. Joe cut school most of the time. After a while, I did too, so I could be with him. I didn't know it then, but that was our first mistake. Then one day, I found out I was pregnant. When I told Joe, he didn't want to believe it, and neither did I. But I guess we shouldn't have been surprised.
My God, that was stupid.
I blamed him, and he blamed me. We were both so scared, we started yelling and screaming at each other. As if that would help.
Can't help me. Shut up and leave me.
I was so uptight, I got mad if anyone even looked at me. I hated everybody, and I thought everybody hated me. It got so I couldn't stand to stay in the house or see anyone. Not even Joe. I wanted to go hide somewhere.
How does this matter?
I almost went out of my mind.
I'm in trouble.
A girl I knew even told me how to arrange for an abortion. but I couldn't do it. Maybe someone else could, but I just couldn't. I threw the address away.
What are you crying for? You should be very happy. You're going to see a...
Finally, Mom figured things out. At first, she yelled at me. Then she started crying. That made me feel even worse.
Why didn't you tell me? You didn't have to hide it. What's going on? She's pregnant.
When my father found out, he called me a no-good tramp. If Mom hadn't stopped him, he would have beat me up good. After a while, he calmed down. I guess he figured we were all stuck with it. I was in trouble, and I needed help. An old friend of Mom's told us about a social service agency that helps girls like me. We decided to go see them.
Your name is?
Lucy Watts.
Well, Lucy, my name is Miss Wiggins. First of all, I'd like you to be...
At the agency, they talked to me about what I would do next. Like, they wanted to know if Joe and I had thought about getting married. Poor Joe. I knew he loved me, but how could he take care of a family? He didn't have a job, and he hadn't even finished school. Then the lady sent me to the prenatal clinic for medical tests. Mom went with me. The test showed that I really was pregnant. I went back to the agency, and they asked if Joe would come in with me. I told Joe I'd gone to the agency. He got pretty nervous when I said they wanted him to come with me next time. But at last, he said he would.
I'm awfully glad you decided to come in and see me, Joe. I want you to know that you won't
Joe
get
told the
into
lady
any
he was looking for a job now, and he promised to finish school.
trouble to worry about. We're here for
He didn't try to cop out or anything.
to help you and to help me.
I was so proud of him for that.
I wondered if you had... thought
Then she
about
asked us if we had thought about what we would do with the baby. I could keep him myself to raise, put him up for adoption, or put him in a foster home until I made up my mind. But I had to decide. Wow. Up till then, I'd only been worried about myself. I never even thought about what would happen to the kid. It hit me hard. My baby was a person, too. Joe told me he would try to help all he could. But we both knew that wouldn't be much. Things would never really be the same for either of us now. I started taking typing lessons. I knew I would have to earn a living, no matter what I decided to do about the baby. At the clinic, I learned things about my own body that I didn't know before. I wish I had known. Maybe all this wouldn't be happening to me now.
We're going to spend the next half hour on an informal talk about what will be happening to you over the next 6 weeks. Now, let me begin by giving a very quick outline.
They told us all about the pill, rubbers, the diaphragm, and other ways to prevent pregnancy,
Then what will happen
until you're ready for it.
various methods of
And these were facts,
Please feel free
not stories or dirty jokes like I'd heard from my friends.
to bring up any problems that you would like a personal answer to.
I've done a lot of thinking. Like how different my life would have been if this hadn't happened. If only Joe and I hadn't been so dumb. And I think about what life will be like for my kid. I can already feel its life beginning inside me. Maybe I'll keep my baby, but I know it won't be easy. I sure hope my kid sister will learn something from this. And not the hard way like I had to. It's not the end of the world, I guess. But it sure is different from the way I wanted things to be.